That's the wrong one. There we are. Look at this one. Wait, can you hear me in this one? Audio input capture. Hello. This is okay. First of all, I have the thingy on another window, so that's good. A good start. You could hear me twice, I guess. Yeah, this one we used for. Sorry, my throat is a bit funny. I can mute. I think we used this one for maybe the first stream or something. No, I don't. Well, whatever. Let's go with the real one. Nope, this one. Good. Everything is as it should. The worse I perform, the more authentic the stream. Oh, here we go. Pressing down my coffee. Actually, what if you like these things? Then I don't want to rob you from the experience of a French press. There we go. So, as you can see, I am caffeinating myself. It's dark, as is this time of year. And I was thinking, let's have a cozy stream today. 'Cause you never know. Well, I guess you kind of know what's going to happen. There's going to be art and stuff. But I feel in a cozy mood. So, yeah, I want to take my time and be make it a cozy experience for myself. Hello, Anoop. Nice stream before dinner. Yes. Perfect. I wasn't sure if anyone would show up because I created the event in Discord like an hour or two ago. I'm really bad at these announcements, and I created this thing, as you can see, 4 minutes past 6. But you are you're definitely someone to count on. That's cool. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Right. I'm not completely sure what I want to do. There are some things that I need to do for the expansion, so there could be that. What you see here is, I think I showed it in a work in progress thing a while back. It's basically a cottage for, I think it's for someone called Frostix. And one thing that's happening a bit more in the expansion, I don't know how to properly describe it, but there's more. Whatever, I need to make some cottages. There's different cottages for different characters. Oh, you have seen another one. You have seen this one. Wait, I did this one on stream. Let's go past all radishes. Oh, was it only a small teaser? Well, now you have seen the big thing then. That was a small one. And this one we did on stream. So maybe the idea is to make another cottage. But I put a question mark in the stream title because I feel so uninspired as to what to do. But also cottages are kind of low-hanging fruit in a way. I have some other things that are a bit more natural, like plants, I guess. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah, things like I want to do a cloudberry. I want to do where's all the stuff? I for sure added more. Anyhow, so there is more ice bridge. I mean, that could also be interesting, but it's not as important either. So then I think maybe just do the cottage. There's a few ones. So we have 2, and I probably need to make a variation for them. The thing is, these are unique for very particular individuals in the story, so you won't place more than one. But there's also one for what is it called? It's called an ember keeper. I will. I will. No, it's not a Dark Souls thing. But that one would need more variations because you will have more of them. So I could maybe do something like that. It needs kind of some thematics surrounding, I don't know, heat, fire, things like that. Or I could go with, you know, one of these easier ones to do. I'm not sure. Maybe I should just start with something and see if I can adapt it or adjust it later. Because what do I have left? I have. It would be nice to have one of those. Trying not to spoil too much. And there's that one. Yeah, there's three missing of the unique ones. I basically save those art assets for last because they're so. I know I need them, but they're. I can paint them whenever. They're not crucial to game balance or anything. And one is basically for the merchant, and one is for the nectar trader, and one is kind of like a library thing. Not sure if I will have one even, but yeah. Maybe let's try the trade. Either trader or nectar trader. Okay, so what could that be then? I don't have a thematics for. Well, I actually do. I wanted the merchant one to be ice related. I think, kind of like an igloo or something. If I yeah. Because I have the artwork and it sort of looks like it is in one of those. Because if we have, when you think of this one, this is for the upgrade person. And as we all know, if we have played the game, the upgrades are made in a dungeon. So of course it needs to be a dungeon. Yeah, anyhow. So that's probably my goal for now. Let's go with the merchant. Lots of talking, not a lot of doing. I hope that's fine, because I feel like that's going to be this evening. This evening stream. Yes, before this I fixed a bug where creatures would... Well, there was an issue with how temperatures are handled. And by the way, temperatures are new for 1.4. And definitely a big thing in the expansion, and it made things kind of weird. I had two creatures just run out into the basically into the blizzard. They froze to ice, and they were I guess not dead, they were frozen solid. And ideally you shouldn't have to micromanage your creatures too much. So I fixed that, did some changes, so that's good. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm just sharing now my day or something. Okay, igloo. Oh, that's going to be hard. It's not even going to be... Then it's going to need to be ice. I wonder if I can do some combination, like a wooden frame, like the bottom, this bit is gone, and then like ice on top. Or some kind of framing, at least. I'm just thinking how it will look on in the game, because you won't necessarily put it on... Well, I could limit it to only be on frozen land, actually. That would be interesting. After heat update, I can't wait for radio. Yes. There's actually some thoughts surrounding that. Well, first of all, everyone will get the heat stuff, I think. I cannot super confirm it because I'm still twiddling stuff, but the tech is in there, so everyone will get it with 1.4 DLC or not. So the DLC is basically more the creatures, quests, the whole new story, everything like that. but like the temperature stuff will be usable in some sense, because I think the effects are quite cool, and I know people really wanted like snowfall, things like that, when I launched. So right now I'm leaning towards adding all of those bits to the base game without, you know, without the new animals, of course, and items and quests and stuff. I think I said before on the stream that the DLC is basically whole new story, and then you play that at your own leisure, and when you are if you play like the base game again, you get all of the things in there as well. So you will be able to make the snow area. Basically how it works is the base game you will have to put down items to chill an area off to make it cold. You actually don't place snow tiles as much as you need to freeze other tiles. And in the expansion it's basically the opposite. So everything is frozen by default, and you need to place items to to heat things up. Yeah, I'm super excited by it, and I just had some playtests, and it's coming together. The first prototypes were rough, and you know it was kind of going in a lot of directions, and I had a lot of ideas. Now we kind of slimmed down the edgy bits, and it plays, you know, like normal, but definitely some differences. And now I'm just talking instead of painting. I'm just so I just cannot wait to show things off properly. Maybe I should do like a, sorry, this is the last tangent. Maybe I should do like a preview stream or something, like way before things are ready for public consumption or so. You know, like first 5 minutes, or I don't know, just to show off mechanics. Also, I don't know when we will announce when it's going out, but it's not tomorrow, but it's closer than you would think, I think. So there's that. Anyhow, let's paint. I'm hungry. I'm so unproductive right now. Will they be good? I saw that you posted a question, and that's really good, because then I can postpone drawing for a while longer. Will the base game have new quests revolving around the heat mechanic? It would be confusing for new player otherwise if the mechanic is pop. Yeah, so probably not too many quests. There will be an introduction to it, and as I said, it's still, I haven't prioritized this part yet, because like worst case, the main point is to get the DLC really good, and then, you know, I could whatever patch in later, or you know, there are things I can fix things later, worst case, but the DLC really needs to be on point from the beginning. But how it will work is you get a letter basically saying these are here are some items, and you get a tutorial for it as well, you know, about temperature and the temperature in your base garden is basically warm, so nothing will happen unless you do something actively. So I hope it's not too confusing, but I definitely feel like that's the weakest part right now. There's not too much tie-in to it, so that's why I'm still not 100% set of how to do it, or, you know, like, maybe it's not even a good idea to introduce the temperature. Well, it is, because if you get the DLC, you want some of the creatures, and some of them depend on the temperature, like in the base game. So yeah, there needs to be something there, but it will be way looser, way looser. But a quest is not bad. I mean, making a quick quest, something like, I don't know, I don't have anything right now, but make something colder. Freeze a river, I don't know. That could work. That could absolutely work. Yeah, I'm still, as you can hear, it's not nailed down or fully crystallized in my head yet, because it's quite a different thing. compared to how you do stuff normally, because normally you just place down the tiles and you're kind of used to that. So it's kind of an additional dimension. And that's why I really wanted to make it its own expansion, because worst case, if it didn't work out, I didn't want to force it upon people playing the base campaign if it doesn't work out. So yeah, as I said, I really want to nail down the new storyline, but I also think some of the creatures in there will be really nice. I don't know if you saw this one. Oh, don't delete it. I just saw it myself. My sister actually made it, and it's a really, I like it. It's cute. Anyhow, right, igloo with a base, I think, but it doesn't have to be. I'm just worried that it would look weird when you place it on the ground, and it's, you know, because you can have frozen grass, you know, the temperature can still be freezing even if it's yeah, grassy or whatever. So that's my only thing. Like, normally it's nice to have like a base or a frame to kind of still trying to figure out what it is. That's good. Then it's a bit at least a bit cryptic. When I posted this one, I got six lobsters immediately, and I mean, it's a lobster. Well, that's good. It's actually one of the larger creatures so far in the game. It's not very large lengthwise, but it's a bit taller. So, and it works really well. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. I promise. Actually, I could. What was the other one called? Cottage upgrades. Oof. Discard autosave. Because this one already has a base, and I might as well just continue on that one then. Let's see. Cottage. If this is then the merchant, I think I said. Plop. Right. Okay, so let's start with removing the bits and bobs. This one. Oh, okay. I embedded the staircase in the frame. So I'm thinking I just do some rough, but maybe it should be aligned at least. Some rough. Okay, silence for a second. There we go. Some rough outlines, because I'm not set on the frame thing. It might look very weird. So what I'm thinking is I do it with a frame first, and then we can remove the frame easily if it doesn't work out. There we go. It looks so wonky now. Bit better, please. That should be good enough. Most of it will be covered anyway, so maybe just let it be. Now I'm doing stuff I shouldn't. Here we go. Ice. It's been a while since I did ice, but I think there's quite a good blue combination that makes it look kind of nice. Oh, but okay, so real igloos are very... I don't know if my microphone even picks up stuff over there. Because, okay, so there are two things here now. I kind of want an igloo for... in general. like one that you can place for, I guess, for your keepers or something. I have written that down, so I just don't want it to interfere too much. So maybe this is more a combination of wood and ice or something. I'm not sure, but that could maybe be a bit different. And also igloos, they are quite geometric. Because aren't they like balanced like properly? Anyhow, questions. I was looking at it the wrong way, I think. Yeah, I think you were. And because when you think it's a chicken question mark, you are in the right ballpark. Let's say it's a dinosaur, but not a proper dinosaur. From the snow theme, perhaps a black grouse or something. I don't know. Could be anything, right? Could be an ostrich. Could be a. Yeah, so with the eggs, that's actually up in the air right now. As in, I don't know how they do eggs. This creature. I mean, it's a black grouse. I can say it's a black grouse. It's really cute. It's waddling around, and with this puffy back. But I don't know how they do eggs. But it's definitely one of those like. I just need one string to say egg and one egg picture. And then they can plop out eggs every 3 days or something. I just don't know how it works in real life. So, I mean, obviously they lay eggs. But if it's something like once, I don't know their mechanics, and I don't want to make it too unrealistic. But it's definitely on the things I'm looking into. I'm actually really excited about that one. It turned out. Really well. So when I saw it 2 hours ago, I was like, whoa, I need to put this in, at least a teaser in work in progress. Yeah. I can also, I like doing like little, like there are so few people, not too few. There are a few concurrent viewers, but there's usually a couple hundred that watch the videos. But I like dropping exclusive information. I don't know why. Maybe it's like attention or something. Anyhow, we were actually discussing, like me and my sister. She's helping out with some of the assets of adding, and I don't know if this is going to happen, but. She had the idea of maybe adding oysters, like freshwater oysters, and then you might think, okay, that's cool, but how will you see them? Second, I don't know what I'm doing with this blue stuff. We'll see what happens. How will you see the oysters? And then I had the idea of maybe they're huge. Maybe they're, one of those animals that aren't as realistic. It could be like the fairy or something, like a special oyster. And then it can be bigger, and it obviously won't move, and it will live in your river. And you need to get it. You need some very specific stuff, maybe. And then you get pearls from it, of course. That could be one thing. We'll see on that one, because it's not part of the original planned list, so. But a smaller one would also make sense from a, food chain kind of point of view. Let's make this darker. Don't think, what did I, bug. Don't, Can you see this? I have a color and I'm drawing, and it's not drawing over whatever blue this is. I haven't seen this bug before. Sorry, I'm just flabbergasted. Nothing here, nothing there. It's just this color as well. I have used Krita for making Horticular for... Is it like opacity thing or something? I've used Krita for years now making Horticular and I have never seen this bug. Like, look at this. It Okay, I need to chill. Try another color. Holy moly. I must have done something really strange. Maybe it's the shadow. Just really... Red works here. There's something here too. Can you see that? I think it's a bug with one of these layers. Must be. Sorry, I will fix this and then I will look at chat. I saw something. What is that thing? Oh, maybe that's part of the background. Oh, there's two backgrounds merged. I mean, okay, it was obviously my fault. No, it wasn't that. What is this? Okay, I can see that something happens to the color. It's actually slightly different. I'm just thinking, because there are some things like... I mean, I can make a new layer and see if that helps. That helps. So it's only those colors. This is so strange. If I merge, then maybe it resets. Nope. Can you flatten again? Flatten layer. Look at this. I'm painting with red and I get blue. It's like the layer has a different, like, I would say color palette, but, you know, like... This is probably the least interesting thing to watch as well. Okay. I will just try... Okay, what I can do... I can take this... I probably am tired or something, but I cannot explain this one. Let's do that color on a new layer. And then we try... Holy crap. It happens again. Let's read. Shellfishes, I'm all for it. Extra shellfish mod incoming. If that were the case. Nice. Yeah, that was one of the rationale, like the food chain. Because right now we don't have any... I think they are like predators, the water creatures we added. It's not as big of a theme on water this time around. This is so weird. So I'm gonna try restarting Krita. Brush settings, yeah, it could be that as well. Just so weird, I haven't seen this bug ever. Let's see. I actually think something changed, maybe? Now it works. I need to restart the program. And now we're going to have the riveting stream of looking at version 5.1.3. Oops, data. I'm not going to install it, by the way. I just want to see if there's a newer one, so I can deal with that later. Yeah. Download. 526. I'm quite behind. I wonder if this is an old build and I only upgraded my other computer. This is, I mean, this build is old, and I don't know how old this one is. Okay, really fun riveting stream. Hello, Matcha. We spent how long? Yeah, now it's working. Debugging, fixing, I don't know, an issue with Krit. I have no idea what this building is going to look like, but we will figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. So the idea with the pearls, by the way, is there could be a quest for it. I'm not sure what else to do with it. I will, once the DLC is out, or the expansion I should say. I like the word expansion better because that's way more what it is. It's less horse armor and more shivering isles, I would say. It will be fun to see what the reception is like, because it goes some directions that the game hasn't before, as to mechanics and how you interact with the world. And I have this idea, I think I talked about it last time, like each update or each big expansion at least could be its own like experiment kind of thing. Sorry, something is off here. And that would basically mean it could be that I try something else out. And one thing I would like to experiment with is more keeper-centric. How do I put it? Keeper-centric. I don't want to say economy because that's a bit too much for the theme and game. But you know, what if the keepers took the pearls and made something out of them, and that led to something else? You know, like production. Yeah, you never know. Hello, Waffles. Welcome. I'm making, I don't know what I'm making. Right now I have made an ice block. A block of ice. Actually, let's use the background. Oh, this was ugly. Let's cover it with a single color that isn't that one. I like purple, as you know. It's fun making ice though. City builder, city builder. Yeah, I know. I know. It's never. I don't think it will ever go the full route of a settlement survival. But I definitely have. It would be nice to experiment with that. You know, if you know one of those updates or expansions or whatever really work, or you know, it's fun. Then that could be something to make into its own thing, like a proper bigger thing maybe even. That could be really cool. Because it's one of those things that I kind of strayed away from. Because I wanted a bit more relaxed. And of course it could be relaxed anyway, but the focus was more making it the animals and the flowers and not making the scope expand too much. I really like this ice, by the way. There's something satisfying making ice. And this is just my temporary colors. Yeah, there's just something fun for me with, I don't know. And I don't even play city builders. So I think the approach that I would take would be quite different from all the other ones I know out there. So again, more creature-centric, keeper-centric, but you know, maybe as less interaction. I think for me it's probably more like the inspiration from like the old God games, because that was one of the things I actually was inspired by making Horticular was Black and White, the original game from, I don't know, 2001 maybe, where everything you do everything as a hand basically, very tactile, and that's, I think you can see in Horticular. But there, you basically you have, if you haven't played the game because it's quite old, it's there are people walking around and they do sort of have their own lives. So you can place down houses and stuff, but they also have their own will and sometimes make their own houses and expand their village and stuff. And I don't think this is what I would do for anything. Like keepers make their own huts, but I just love the idea of kind of have this little more, I don't know, interesting ecosystem of producing blueberries to make blueberry jam stuff. You know, I feel like there's more to do with the world than just extracting gold coins from everything. And I think that would also add to the cozy factor, you know, see what little things are doing. But yeah, so there's actually a tiny bit of that in the next expansion. It's a very lightweight approach, but from my playtest yesterday, I kind of zoned out, not thinking as much about money and more about, I don't know, like the overall garden. It's hard to say. I'm just kind of rambling now. For Horticular 2 or Horticular the idle game. Yeah, the fun thing is it started as a kind of an idle game, and it kind of is in a way. You know, you place your plants, you get money, and that money you use to create more plants that give you more money. So it's actually, it has an idle mechanic in it. But yeah, it could be like, oh sorry, I missed stuff, I think. Sorry, waffles, the animation stuff. Progress is slow, a lot of pressure. Ah, that's not good. I know the feeling. Yeah, once the pressure is on, it turns into a chore from nowhere. Oh, that's cool. You're still at it, at least. Fictional world, nice. But another about, oh, yeah. It's going okay here. I'm having a cozy stream today. I basically started and I thought, I'm a bit tired. I have a cup of coffee, and I don't even know if anyone will turn up because I don't announce it very well. I almost did an at here, but I'm annoyed myself when I'm not in too many Discords, but I'm quite annoyed when I just want to be somewhere, and then I get these notifications and I haven't muted them because I'm lazy. So I don't want to be annoying in the Horticular one, but I was considering maybe atting if people don't want to miss it. That would also be mean by me too. Anyhow, I wasn't sure if anyone would show up because I was so late with everything. I just created the Discord event like an hour or so before the start. So I thought, let's just focus on having a cozy time, drawing some stuff, not worrying too much. And that's basically the stream. And now I'm back down in the chat, and I can read Anoob's comment again. But yeah, basically Horticular, whatever. I think like my plan is, and we will see how the expansion goes and the Switch port and everything like that. But probably there won't be a strict number 2 immediately, but likely some kind of not spin-off, that's a bit too, maybe it would be called a spin-off, but something related to the world. Either, you know, either making it could be the route of making it more strategy or something in it. You know, like you said, like a city builder. Or another genre, because I actually have a few genres I would like to try out without dropping Horticular. You know, like I feel like there is still some life and ideas in the themes that I'm happy to explore right now, as long as you have the creative I don't know, maybe Waffles can relate as well. Like when you have the creativity, it just works. And I could see so many nice things. And this now comes all the way back to the expansions. Those things I probably will try out a bit in the expansions. Like there's already tech in the game for... Did I say that at some point? I don't remember. There's a command like control creature or something, and then you can actually... You can try it right now in the game. I think you need to pick up a creature, and then you write in the console like control or control creature or something, control held maybe, and then you basically walk around as whatever you you took or picked up. And if you're a flyer, you have to... I think there's 2 buttons to go higher and lower as well. It's not an officially supported thing, but I made it as a... The colors are off here. No one said anything. I made it as a fun thing, like an evening way back. And that could be a thing to explore as well. So I have an idea for an expansion where the part of the mechanic there would be to actually help your creepers, help your keepers do things outside of the garden, so to speak. I will see. I'm not even there yet. I'm not even out with the frozen one yet. Like creature control in Dungeon Creeper. Oh, I haven't played Dungeon Keeper. Creature control in Dungeon Keeper. That's like a tongue twister. So I haven't played it, but yeah, something like that maybe. Like I can just assume what it is, but have I played anything else or played anything where you control stuff? I do know there was a strategy game with robots and stuff like 2003 or something, where you could either... This was, I think it was, yeah, way before like natural selection and stuff, where you could control the units. Oh, and there was Hostile Waters back in the day. That's a really good one. I really like that one. It's basically you're on a super carrier kind of thing, boat, and you have nanotechnology to create new stuff, and to do it you need to suck up like metal in the environment, a bit like you suck up things in Total Annihilation or so. And yeah, there's a story around what's happening, and anyhow, it's an RTS basically, but you can also play it from first person point of view with, or third person, I guess it was. I don't remember. I have just done this ice block now for 15 minutes or more. It's time to move on. Here we go. There we go. So, my takeaway is this. I really like the ice block. I don't know about the foundation. I'm not too sure what to do with it. Like keep it or not, I mean. The ice block could be... It could be just that I make like a proper house of ice or something. And since this is a merchant, I feel like it needs some thematics surrounding it. I'm not really sure how. Like, what would look good? I mean, there could be gold coins, I guess. Like a scale. Something. Because then the nectar trader will of course need the corresponding nectar stuff. Ice block, more like stackable ice platform. You have a point. You have a point. Now I'm just thinking of, should I add this into the game as well? Like, I want to make an ice bridge. I think I said in the early stream. And then it could make sense to make ice. I want also bobbing ice bits that you could put in the water that are walkable. Like, I don't know what you say in English. Ice. Not shelf, because they are like the big ones, right? Yeah. What ice thing is. So why not ice platforms? The thing is, you don't really play too much on the ice because you want plants and they normally don't grow in ice. So it's not my priority, but I kind of like I like the look. It's very, you only get it with the freezing, oops, my bad. It's freezing stuff. So maybe I more do a cube and then sculpture out. Oh, no, too much. Now I got inspired instead. No, never mind, never mind. I just had an idea for how to use ice. I shouldn't say it, but I will anyway. It would be cool to find ice cubes. And when you melt them, somehow, I don't know how. Well, I do know how. There's a new spell in the game. I removed one spell and replaced it with another. Not in the base game, but in the expansion. Yes. And if you can figure out which one was removed, there's a virtual cook in it for you. An ice burger, yes. That's my favorite burger. So, I have never made anything out of ice. Like, I'm actually a bit at a loss for. I guess I'm like in my head. I'm now thinking, you know, like when you see those videos of people, like sculpting ice with chainsaws and stuff. I feel a bit like that. You know, like right now I'm making geometry with ice. I don't know how to put it, but I'm not thinking house, which is probably an issue when I'm making a cottage. It's a stream. It's fine. Well, I say it's fine. Well, it is fine. But I just realized everything I made on stream has ended up in the game so far. I think the one that took the longest was the Christmas tree. That took a full year. But I guess now it's in. I'm betting it's freeze. Ironically, I don't think I've ever used it. It's actually not that one. That one is still useful in the expansion. I say useful. It's not the most useful one. But there is a mechanic that I wanted to not have in the... There's actually a couple of mechanics not in the expansion. So it's quite a different experience. So I actually removed one. And I'm not going to say which one yet. That can be for another stream. But yeah. Why is it... Oh, now I know. We need probably a shadow from here to here. And I guess it doesn't need to be perfectly aligned, because I think it looks better in the end when it's a bit more organic anyway. I guess it's just good when it starts out aligned at least. And then I want to add some highlights, maybe here. So now there's like a shelf, an elf on a shelf. And there could easily be some windows. I have no idea what I'm doing. I will be honest, I'm not sure this one will make it into the game. Like, it's not that it looks bad. I'm just thinking it needs to be a house in the end. Yes, it's definitely for the snowy biome. So, let's talk about snow for a second. It's not implemented yet, and I'm not exactly sure how to do it. And I cannot confirm that it will be in yet. But one thing I will try doing is snow accumulation. Or not accumulation, that sounds too scientific. I should just say snow. Like, there is snowfall and there is ice, but I want to try having proper snow, basically. And once that if I make it happen, you will see it in the channel, the work in progress, of course. The reason why I cannot promise anything is I think I know exactly how to do it technically. And I think I know how to do it art style wise, how to solve art assets not looking good. But what is the thing now again? Yeah. I'm not sure you as a player can easily differentiate between different ground types. That's kind of a big thing. So we will see, but I think I have an idea for it. And I don't know if I think I shared a picture actually way back. So this is an old asset or old stuff. So that's basically like not a fail state, but stuff has been frozen over and it looks even better now, I think. And I really want to explore that theme, that visual, like proper winter cozy, but we'll see. Either restore or heal, there are good ideas at least. Disease or decay, not overwhelmed, blah blah blah. Yeah, could be. Weird having desert and snow. Yeah. So in the expansion, it will be definitely only snow. So that will be. Oh look, someone has made a chicken. So there it's only snow. So there it's fine. In the base game, and I talked about it earlier in the stream a bit. How it will work is if it's implemented the way I think and it works out fine and it's not too confusing, you basically place down items to chill the ground, and then those ground types actually change. So if you have water, it won't be water and cold, it will be freezing into ice. So in your example, having a desert, I'm not too sure how that would look different. I mean, I know I can do it. Like in real life, there are deserts that, or I guess the technical definition of, there are sand deserts that also get really cold. So we'll see how I do with there's the desert and there's also the, what's it called? Like swamp stuff. That's a bit strange when it's just cold. When it's frozen to ice, I guess that's fine. So everything that's in the base game is, yeah. What I'm trying to say is it's still a bit unsure how it's going to work in the base game, but in the expansion, it works really well because then it's just the cold stuff, and you instead heat the environment to make room for your plants and creatures and stuff. And I can give a tiny bit more info to say that it's not, there's basically 2 levels in the expansion of heat, or 3 I guess. So you have the completely dead, absolute 0 I call it. And then you have frozen, and then you have basically cold, and all of them have snowfall and everything, but they have different characteristics. So for instance, water doesn't freeze to ice in the cold one, but it does on the frozen one. which helps or doesn't help some creatures and plants, I guess. Whew. I'm talking a lot. No wonder I get so tired of these things. I want to try this. Yeah, it's kind of good actually. We'll see. Ice blocks. So, I want to introduce some wood, I think. I'm not sure what the shape should be yet, so maybe I should continue with that. But I want to try some wood. And I want to have an entrance on the right side. Because on all the art we have done lately, it's been on the left one. So maybe like a wood frame. And maybe that just looks good with ice. I'm not sure. Then we could have like a small frame, some ice. And sort of the idea is the merchant has just decided to build its hut out of ice and some wood. Actually, I want to steal wood from somewhere. We do have... Oh, you can see this right. In the base game, what's it called? Keeper's Cottage, maybe. Nope. Hut? Cottage? Council Cottage, that could work as well, right? No, it's on the wrong side. Bear with me. House, maybe? Nope. It's been such a long time since I dug around in these items. What did I call it then? I feel like such a... It's not abandoned cottage. So right now I found all the cottages except the ones I need. It's not a boulder, it's not a cabbage. Speaking of, I think I have 7 new veggies and stuff already done, implemented and in the expansion. And I'm really happy with it. Somehow all of the new assets, the newer the asset, the better. So sometimes I look at the old ones and I'm like, oh. Well, not all the old ones, but some of them. But seriously, and also you cannot... Elf House. Did I seriously name it Elf House? Wait, this is something. Okay, let's see if you can... Oh wow, look at this. Enjoy your dinner, Anub. I'm sorry that you're going to miss this piece of asset though. Thank you. And also, look at this ugly thing. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee while you have a look. Almost out. This, my friends, is one house that never made it into the game. This was back when healers, I call them, were its own creature type, and you had to place these down to heal your animals, basically. Interesting. In that case, I could also show you... It's really ugly. Come on, Windows, give me... No, that's the council one. I also want to show the last one as well. Cottage... No, elf. Right, sorry. Elf. We also have this one. Oh no. Old art assets. Like, this is basically... If I release the game in the first 6 months of production or something, maybe first year or something, I don't know, when I started migrating to better stuff, then you would have had this as well. This magnificent stone boulder housing, of course, the defender, the special creeper. Now I said creeper again. The special keeper that defends your garden. Yeah. Oh, both of these were cut, obviously, from the game. I didn't know I had the files, though. Fun flash. Oh, looks so much better. But I wanted to do something constructive. Something productive. Gnome cottage, of course. So if those old ones were elf cottage, these are called gnome cottage. Should be that one, right? Yes. Thank you very much. Oh, I only have one facing the right. Okay, but that's fine. Let's do this. Copy light. Boom. Then copy. I guess I'll do this. Just want to see how it looks. I won't keep it fully, of course. Trying stuff out. It looks very rectangular, very, very 90-degree angles. How would it look with some proper shading, though? Not too bad. Maybe here as well. No. I don't think it's too bad. I like that it's a bit different as well. You could make an igloo. Yeah, I thought about that as well. Like having an igloo. I don't know how to. I think it's igloo. To actually make a proper igloo. But I'm not sure who should live there. So this, I don't know if you were here when I said. So this house is basically unique for only a single. I don't know how to describe it. Basically for a single contact in the game. So you will only place one down. It's like a one-time thing. You can move it, but yeah, there's not going to be too many of them. So I was thinking maybe the igloo should be something that you place down more of, that you can make, you know, place wherever you want. So if you want to make a little society of igloo livers, not livers, residents. Why does language go out the door as soon as I start streaming? So weird. Yeah, but it's definitely, I think it's on the list, or I know it's on the list. I'm not sure how or when I should introduce it to my work. But I like the idea of an igloo too, right? Because if it's frozen stuff, I feel like you should. It's sort of expected to have one. Maybe that's the next stream then. Or maybe I do it now. No, next one, I think. Why? Because now I still want to try this, I think. I'm thinking, what if the merchant had... Can I use this layer, maybe? Yeah, that's gonna be good. Like, what if the merchant had some kind of wooden frame where the ice is kind of packed in? Nah, you wouldn't need that for... Let's try something. Yoink. Yoink. Keep it for now. Not too important. The shape is the most important right now, anyway. Yeah. That sums up my brain. Like, yeah. Because we will need. I mean, I can try with the bucket. No, with the chimney, because it will need a chimney. All of my huts have chimneys now. This is so ugly. I'm sorry. It just is. Not the chimney itself, just the. So far, the idea. I kind of oscillate between it's okay and oh, I really dislike this idea. I mean, of course, the ice is very basic right now, but I'm not sure the issue is with the ice itself. Like something like this. On the other hand, I think it makes sense. Oh, I'm thinking too much. The thing is, in the original game, you had the boulders that the keepers live in. So why not have ice boulders? Also igloos, of course. But I feel like it would make sense, like, thematically. It's checking a thing. I think technically it's one step too short. Oh, but also, that doesn't matter. Because I want the edges to be rounded anyway. Yeah, so, okay. So if this was an ice boulder, think. Then it wouldn't be as flat unless they made it flat. Okay, I'm gonna try it this way then. What would happen if they kind of made little chunks? To live in? Then it would look something like this. I guess technically it should be like that. At least it looks more interesting. Let's continue. I can only ruin the image. Asset or whatever. Oh yeah, no, wait. They need to be off. What do you say? Off. No, not unaligned with each other, I guess. Or aligned properly. It would need polish regardless, but let's see. Conceptually, does this even make sense? So this looks a bit off. Or too off, I should say. Okay. Somehow managed to make it all a bit too weird. I don't like how this one turned out, this bit, but... Huh. Would a keeper make walls out of ice? That's the question. Or would they just make an igloo then? Feels like the answer is... Oh, I'm starting to lean towards number 2, unfortunately. Like, maybe they would just make an igloo. This would suck. I actually want to try a cheeky thing. Oh no. No, that's fine. Yep. What is this grass? What? Oh, it's the wrong layer, right? What we could do is take number 3 and flatten everything. I'm not saving this anyway. And then, ta-da! Okay. What I wanted to try is just to see what happens when I add ice colors to everything. Again, this is a one-off, so I'm not too worried about the unique. Well, I want it to look unique, but it's okay if it's a bit weird, or you know, it needs to look good once, and once only. Ooh, it's good enough, maybe so. I don't know. Yeah, I chose the wrong colors, but no, actually these are quite good. It's very very blue. Might be a bit too much, but for the test, I think it's fine. Okay, this basically looks like a a rock. Like a colored rock. But I still want to try this a bit more. Just explore how it would look like to have just like a bowl, not a boulder, but what do you call it? Ice boulder, I guess. Just see how that looks before I don't know, commit to anything really. Because then we would have I think what I want to do is do a bit more ice looking details. I'm not too sure how to. Like I could do cracks, that's usually easy, but I guess it's not too bad with cracks. It's super lazy to use this old asset. But if I change it enough, it should be fine. I just need a good base. Maybe I want... Yeah, I think this is wrong. A bit too dark. Let's try these. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now it kind of looks like you have a ice block of ice. That's a better one, not boulder. Am I stupid? Sometimes I wonder. Yeah, because then we could actually, that's way too dark. Because then we could have 1, 2, 3. You know, kind of continue with the theme of ice block. could also be that nothing is made out of wood and everything is made out of ice. I think that will be worse from a visual point of view. It's way better with some contrasting colors. But also these plants, they don't make sense. Well, they're fine. They're actually small enough that it should be fine. Like when it's super frozen or, you know, like tundra, then plants usually don't grow very tall. And I guess this is small enough. Also, if you place this on... We'll see. This is not a test. What I could do is use another color for the for the green. Something more blue, I think. Yeah. Let's go with these for now. Is there a better one? I found this a bit too dark, but maybe that's just the bottom bit. It's not even that important. I should stop and continue with the... Okay. Okay. In that case... Does it make sense to have... I guess it wouldn't make sense to have a chimney. Like... As like for an igloo, you wouldn't have a... You would have a hole in the... I'm no igloo expert. I will tell you right now. Let's do a tangent. It's been a while. Here we go. And can we not have an AI generated one? This is more... I wonder what the top is made of. Looks like plastic, but I guess it's no. Because I was thinking it would probably be sort of like a hole. If you made... Would you even have a fire in an igloo? That sounds kind of like a bad idea now that I think about it. You would just live in there with your clothing, right? Yeah, I know nothing about igloos. Ice, ice, baby. But this is not vanilla ice. This is... Oh, look. How to make one. You make very regular shapes. And then you put them on top of each other. And then a thing. And you have made one. You can have fires in igloos. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because keepers, they really enjoy their cookies and their baking and their teas and coffees. So that would kind of defeat their lifestyle. Wow. And here are doors. Okay. I'm not sure what this asset will be used for. But I'm getting a strong feeling it will be used for something. So that's good. So then I want to try to make... Oops. What color should we use? Probably dark as possible to start with. Now it looks a bit too dark. Can I not have a win, please? Oh, that was... Huh. Because then this hole could be where the smoke comes out. It's like a whale. I mean, I could of course make a little snow chimney, but I wanted to try to make something different at least. Also, this should have a door on the side. So let's actually try and... This really bothers me, sorry. Let's try to add the door from the other one. Yep. Duplicate. Come on. So much faster when you cheat a bit. These two... I have no idea what this is. Well, remove. Shouldn't really do these things now, so... Oh, right, because that one has... I'm starting to feel the energy levels dropping. Okay, okay, now I have it. Ish. I mean, it's going to get more igloo-y the more I do, but if I add some kind of tunnel... Sorry. I was thinking of extruding the door, but I could also is intrude? That sounds wrong. But yeah, I could do something like... Oh, how would that be? Yeah, like this. One, two, three. What? Stop it. And of course this looks horrible in my test attempt. It looks really bad. But that could be an alternative, to have it extrude a bit and then have a... No, like wind shell. I'm not sure why it's... Oops. Done that way, but I would assume it's something like better wind shelter plus even more insulation or something. I'm gonna try this idea for a second. Just want to see if it can be made good. Oh, of course, and in that case there would be something like that. can already say I don't like how this looks, but... Oh, now it's a tiny hole. I have to squeeze in. Properly squeeze. Yeah, of course the issue is here as well. There needs to be a wall. Oops. I don't like this idea too much. I think I'm too tired to think of the geometry, and I'm having the same issue I had with the last one we did on stream, where when things start to look like this, like the opening here, it starts to look just really weird, and you don't see what's happening really. And of course I could do some magic to improve the sense of like the shape of everything. I'm just not sure it's properly worth it. Because we could also just do something like this, even though I kind of don't like this as much either right now. Another option could be to replace the door frame. Also, I really like this. The entrance has, I don't know, a different shape to it. So let's try that quickly. White. And then this thing. Oops. I like this a lot, actually. Thinking. It's a bit strange. It needs to be a bit thicker, kind of the blocks, because I also wanted to make the actual blocks. Oh boy, let's see. So this should then be brighter. This should be slightly thinner. And the colors are bright on top. Oh, don't we have a... Yeah, here we go. Like so-ish. We can add some highlights to really sell the shape. Ah, or actually, this is where the new geometry comes in. Maybe one there then. Maybe. I do want a darker one. And then one here. And one there. Yeah. I think I do need a bit darker colors in general. Maybe that was too much, but yeah. You know, the direction I feel is the right one. Now it's more fiddling with details. That's good. was a good direction. Unfortunately, with details, I need to take a break sometimes to come back to really see the issues. And I can feel that maybe this is not a... Yeah, I might be there right now with the door stuff. I will try a bit more, but... Okay, I would need those as well. Also... It works-ish. Oh, and way darker here. No, I think I made it too dark instead. Yeah, I think it looks off, but I know my brain cannot handle the shapes. Oh, but there was also... Okay. So I wanted to see the thickness, and now I kind of messed that up. For it to be thick, we need to change these bits. Ish, like so. This is going to be rough. Let's see. It's improving. And the same here. Ah, well. Well. Let's try something different now. As in, I need to move away from this bit for now. No. It doesn't make sense. I shouldn't need more shading. I'm starting to get the feeling this is going to be a two-parter stream thing. Okay, I just had a realization. This color, even though it's good looking, is too bright for this part. This is too bright for the bottom part. There we go. Yeah, I'm not happy with it. But I feel like it's improved, I guess. Yeah, I still think it's too small. Like, how do I put it? The hole, the entrance, is now way too small. But I also need that extra bit for it to look okay, to look decent at least. I'm not sure how to solve that quickly. Also, this looks a bit dark in here. I don't know why. Oh, is this... No. Yeah, I've come to use more brighter colors for lighting, not lightning, nowadays. So that's why I feel like it's a bit dark inside. It kind of works with the... Okay. Just trying a thing out. Nope, not you. it kind of looks okay like that, because now it's sort of like the yellowish light is bouncing on the snow, so it still looks, or ice, so it still looks ish like ice, I think, and not like wood. And it also creates a very discernible entrance. Is that the correct use of the word discernible? I don't know, and I don't care. I think it fits. Oh, that would be cool to have little icicles. I have an idea for this window. What time is it? Okay. I will do 20 more minutes. It's a long stream, I know. I actually should look at the videos at some point, see how... Not that I try to optimize for YouTube or anything. This is, as I've said before, more my... Oh, sorry. More my fun stream, talking, get some interaction while working kind of thing. What was I gonna say? Right. So I'm not trying to really optimize for YouTube or do, you know, I'm not a streamer. That's not my goal here. But it would be interesting to see if there's like a best length of the stream, I mean. Like for me, there is one. Like, of course, I get more tired the longer I stream because, yeah, talking, at least for me, is a bit, a bit draining, but it's fun, so I'm happy to do it. There we go. I work so much on details sometimes. It's sort of like you do a blocky thing, and then you should do it like very loosely, very like concepty, sketchy, sketchy first, and then kind of start nailing stuff down. And my process is usually, and that goes with everything, every art I do, is sort of like, even with the game design a bit. It's like you start out with a rough thing, but then you kind of need to nail something down to have like a reference point to compare everything to. So right now for me, it's sort of like this right side I feel better with. And you know, there's shading here and there's interesting things happening. Even though maybe I want to make a different shape soon. Of something else, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes, because I always tell myself, like, stop focusing on details. I know that was a tangent, and I have no clue what the original thing was. Was that a YouTube thing? Yeah, it would just be interesting with those things. Like, it's so, like, hi, if you're not watching this live, you're very, I'm happy to have you watch. And I hope it gives you some value. Me like. We could do something similar with this side. Oh, it cannot just be straight lines. Come on, vertical lines. There we go. Of course, this is implying some kind of I guess, irregularity to the shape or something, but I feel like it looks a bit more frozen as well. Yeah, definitely. I'm not too convinced by... Okay, I'm not too convinced by a lot of things. What? Should I just merge these? I think I should. It's too much work. What? There's another one? Uh-huh. There we go. Now we're cooking. What was I saying? What was I thinking? Something. Right, colors. Because I went to like a very blue. But look at this. Oh, wow, it's so dark. I want to try this other one quickly. To just keep it within the same kind of color space. Though sometimes it is really nice to actually do to combine different colors. Yeah, I think so, because when I do it like this, it's not bad. Like, I think it looks really good if you want a Play-Doh, a Play-Doh house. But I think it's when we combine, you know, like this side has the more greenish blue and the left side has the blue. Then I get a bit more of a ice vibe, at least I do. And this, interesting. This is a completely different... What? Ah, it's more green. Good. Good. I kind of feel like there needs to be some bridging between... Oh, that could be like a roof kind of thing. That was just an accident, but I kind of like the idea. And then we would need darker bits here. Wow. I like it at least. Then we also need some... Not sure. Because before we had like a wall and then outcropping. This looks a bit too busy. And more like this would be more like the ceiling, it's not the ceiling, the roof jutting out a bit. I think something in between would be best. I really like the details it adds. We can remove that. Yes, please. Aha. There we go. There we go. Now I'm just biting the shapes a bit. Also, with eyes, I have a feeling the light bounces around a lot inside eyes. I think it might be worth to do some, I don't know. That's like my newest technique. I don't remember what I used it for last. But it's a bit, I guess it's a bit more, even more advanced with the lighting, is having, like, instead of just light on one side, or how do I show this in the camera? Comes from here, you have the ball here, and then it's bright on this side and dark on this side, right? And in my case in the game, it's a bit from the, like a 45-degree angle or so. So you would have like one side light, one a bit darker, and you could still have light bouncing around surrounding stuff. So I guess the case here, the advanced thing would be to use like a bright color on the other side. Like, it wouldn't work in this case, but I have started employing that a bit in some, I don't remember where right now, but I know I've used something like that a bit now, and looks really good, looks even better. You know, it's like when you have a planet and there is light coming from behind it and it kind of bounces in the atmosphere. Anyhow. Yeah, that's good, I guess. So now I feel like this looks like a ski resort. Oh, keepers on skis. Vehicles when? That's actually a thing. I think a noob Scorpiac did a mod pack. I think it was called Pine Barrens or something. A lot of those kind of things will be in the expansion, or that kind of environment. It's a bit colder in the expansion, but definitely combining like tundra and taiga is a lot of the inspiration. So like basically where I live and more north, and boreal forest, that's a good word. And there's minecarts or minecart tracks in the mod, and there's no, okay, it's not one of yours. Okay, interesting. I don't remember who made the Pine Barrens mod pack then, or whatever it was called. Isn't Pine Barren a Sopranos episode? Sorry. Pine Barren. Like, my brain is completely mush right now. What is this? Pine Barrens, blah blah, throughout the US, from Florida to Maine. Yeah, that isn't... Maine isn't the... I actually don't know exactly where Maine is. I know Florida... Oh, okay, never mind. Because Florida is warm. That much I know. Maine, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know why I said Pine Barren. Techno's Taiga Pack. That sounds more like it. Oh, that's so cool. Interesting. I asked associate because you have made so many mods. I just assumed, I guess. But yeah, that's a really cool one. Then because it has these mine carts or mine tracks, kind of like I think of when I think of, you know, northern USA, kind of like maybe like Alan Wake, like that kind of environment of mines and mine carts and anyhow. But there's no reason for me to make mine cart tracks if my keepers cannot ride them. And making the tech for that is not in the in the current plans. But I would just love it so much. Oops, never mind. It's Pine Barrens mini pack. It was Pine Barrens. Yes, it wasn't by you, but it was called that. Like, holy moly. Like, I know sometimes I feel like my memory is okay. Like, I remember things, but I don't feel very confident about it. That was one of them. Like, Pine Barrens, when I think about the name, it's like, that makes no sense. Anyhow, Minecarts, yeah. So that would be neat to have, but they won't come soon. Like minecarts, like little boats. I know keepers have boats already, but yeah. There was someone on the Steam forums requesting rideable creatures. I mean, that could be a thing, I guess. It's sort of like, I guess it's sort of like carrying something. The keeper carries an orb, but then the keeper is carried by a creature. Yeah. I don't know. Anyhow, that was a tangent. It's kind of like the game is not designed for... I'm pushing it to its limits all the time. The whole engine isn't really built for highly dynamical things, like physics-based stuff or whatever. So I'm not sure if I will ever introduce anything like that, but it's sort of like, I've talked about this before as well, like if you would have a golf ball and make, you know, like the golf ball stuff, which would make total sense in the garden, you would still need some physics to the golf ball, and that should be doable quite easily. So maybe it's just at some point there are mine carts and they can only go on the mine cart tracks, or whatever it's called. And then we have a roller coaster, and then we truly are roller coaster tycoon crossed with Viva Pinata. Right. There was something... Oh, 3 more minutes, time flies, so... Maybe I end it here then, before I start a new angle on this house. Holy moly, time flies. I feel like I just said 20 more minutes, and now it's already 8, and I really need to eat something. Am I happy with this? Like... Is it too similar? Probably. Should make some adjustments. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe this is one of those again where I continue the next stream. I don't know. It's not my most favorite thing to... I don't know, to continue. It feels like it's a bit boring somehow to see the same thing in 2 streams. But we'll see. I'm getting real tired though. I say this now and then. I have no clue how a streamer does even a 3-hour stream, yet alone something like 5 hours or more. Or maybe it's just because I'm so hungry. I can feel it. It's I think I'll have something sugary first. Anyhow, this experiment was interesting. I just want to see the other one before I leave. Like, what was this thing even? Oh right, this thing. Oh no, this was so bad. Oh no. I mean, you can be grateful. You could have had this, but I had a better judgment to try something different. Oh no. Yeah, then an igloo would definitely be better. This I'm fine with. It's kind of the igloo theme. It's just a bit more spicy igloo, maybe. Maybe we should call it spicy igloo. Should be white there. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up, everyone. Anything I should mention? I'm not sure I have much right now. The expansion work is going full steam ahead, I guess. There's a new sneak peek. I showed it earlier in the stream. This thing is so... What's this? Anyhow. This thing is neat. It's nice, thank you. I think it's all right. I'm just too tired. You know, it's one of those, you need to come back to it the next day, and I will see some issues, and I will also appreciate better some of the things in it. Just right now, it's just too old in my head. But it's good. I need some kind of building for this contact. Anyhow, I will be back in 2 weeks with another stream. I'm definitely curious about doing like a preview kind of thing. Maybe not in 2 weeks, but not too long after, maybe. We'll see. Other than that, you can, what can you do? You can, if you haven't, you can join the Discord. See the weekly, not weekly, what do I call it? Work in progress, I think. Like WIP stuff. You can wishlist the game. You can get the game. I don't know if we're still on sale though. I guess the Steam winter sale is out or over. There will be a new one coming in about before spring. There will be I think I can say it at least, there will be a daily deal. So that could be something to look out for if you haven't gotten the game yet and you're still waiting. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm still really bad at outros. I don't know how to stop talking. The only thing that can stop me from talking is the hunger. The hunger that I'm feeling. But it was a cozy enough stream for me. So, I don't know. It's like I was tired already. Didn't sleep so well. So, I feel like this, like from a productivity standpoint, things happened. I had some fun. That's all I can ask for, I think. See you in 2 weeks. Thanks you for showing up. Thank you for watching in the VOD, if you're doing that right now. If you stuck around for 2 hours, I guess give a like and subscribe. No, but I would be very curious to see who sticks around this long. Anyhow, goodbye. Goodbye, Anub. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye. Bye, bye, bye. And it's time for button hunting.